Hello, what's up everybody? How's it going today? So today is now May the 8th. It's a Sunday. It's about noon here in Istanbul, Turkey. And we're going to do a technical analysis on Bitcoin and just get a general overview of the market to see how things are trending, if there's any opportunities coming up as well. So the market has been in absolute chaos. But despite it being in chaos, I was still able to capitalize a very good amount of profit. Before I get into it, I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to have it for one more day. A lot of people have been asking about this promotion of mine. It's an incredibly awesome promo where it's 57% off. It's normally $875. It's going for $375 right now. You're going to get 6 months of access to my Discord trading group. The second edition Course version 2.0 book mailed out to you May the 21st. And also 12 lessons from Course version 2.0. You can check it out here, and it's available by crypto and also by credit card here. So this is a great way for you if you're especially wanting to get serious about trading. Why not learn from one of the people that's been in cryptocurrency and day trading for a pretty long time now with a good track record of success and profit as well, but more importantly of educating and being able to answer a lot of the questions that you may have. So definitely check it out. I'm going to have this promo going on till tomorrow morning. I decided to turn it off yesterday, but back on today because a lot of people have been very interested in it. So I hope to see a lot of you become my students and especially join my Discord group as well, where we can trade together and we can also learn some new things as well. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. So a lot of people were looking at the market like this in a possible channel. So this channel here was a beautiful channel, I have to admit. And it was trending just like this for a pretty long period of time. There's no doubt about it. But the thing about channels, okay, is that they can be subjective. And because they're subjective, it can be drawn many different ways. In fact, people might even draw it like this now, right? People might even change it and say, hey, maybe this is now a channel as well, isn't it? Right? That's a possibility. So the thing about channels is they're so subjective that they might be altered, they might be reshaped, they might be re-angled to make sure it fits your bias. So because of that, we're absolutely going to trash this, okay? So we're not going to bother using that at all. So what we do know is that it trended like this. For this right here, had a support line, the first yellow one right there. It had a support line right there where this was the close, open at $37,000. If we go to a lower time frame, we'll see that right there, it broke down pretty hard. Came up, it just violently smashed to the downside with an 11% drop over one day. That was the day that I stayed out of the market entirely. And actually, no, this day I still made about $3,000. I'm up about 12K this month so far, on top of 2 today to make 14. So pretty decent day. During times like this, you've got to know when to stay out of the market. A lot of people try to catch these dips, and as they're catching these dips, catching a falling knife can be disastrous because, well, trying to catch the bottom in general, it's really dangerous because you just don't know where the bottom can end. And we've seen Bitcoin drop 20 to 40% over days before, especially in 2018 and this year as well, when the bear market started to begin in the short and medium term. So it's really risky. Knowing how to protect your profits, knowing that's one of the best ways that you can grow it. Got to be able to take these losses. There's a guy that I know in my Discord group. He's no longer in the group. He was basically holding on to his position 80% under. And I don't allow people like that in the group. That's always advertising their positions. That's really bad because it can encourage other people to actually keep holding on to their position as well. I don't like having bad habits in the group. It's always better, in my opinion, to take your loss if you're extremely down already. It's not financial advice, but it allows you to reset. It allows you to have the discipline. It allows you to prevent catastrophe. And you got to own up to the decision that you make regardless of the outcome. If the price ends up reversing on you in a good way, like it goes towards your direction now, and after you've closed, you still have to be proud of the loss that you took because it could have gone the other way. Be proud that you had the discipline to actually take your loss, because if you keep riding these losses of yours, hoping that it's going to break even or minimizing your loss, there will come a time where there's going to be that one move that's going to be so against you that you will get liquidated, okay? So right now, Bitcoin, it fell completely below here. Okay, and now if we go to the weekly, what we see are two things. First of all, we see a support right here at this low of 34,300. Right there of that wick on February the 24th. That's the day that we found the last support. So we got to play it one support at a time. February the 24th, and the one before that was January the 24th, and that one was for $32,800. So 32.9 right around here is the next support. So this is going to yield a great short opportunity where Bitcoin drops another 4% here, 4.5%. We all know that if Bitcoin ends up falling about 4 to 5%, what ends up happening with alts are they end up just dropping tremendously. And we're going to have an ability to catch a really good trade where if Bitcoin drops 4 to 5%, alts have a tendency to drop maybe 8 to 10%. So that's a great opportunity for us. But of course, we can get another major rally of 10% to retest that upper resistance or that upper support that's now a resistance. So right now, if we take a look at the monthly, we're only a few months in, looks really bearish just based on the way the month finished last month. On April the 30th, it was so bearish, right? Spiked up a little bit there, but we came right back down. Closed the gap entirely between this close and the bottom of that candle. On the monthly, we're definitely downtrending. On the 2-week, we're downtrending as well. On the weekly, we're downtrending. On the 4-day, downtrending. On MACD, downtrending 2-day. Daily, we're downtrending. Every time frame right now indicates that we're below the MACD on higher time frames, and we're downtrending. The only thing saving us right now from dropping is that tiny little pin bar, that inverted pin bar on the 4-hour. We do not have bullishly diverging RSI on any time frame at all on Bitcoin, except for perhaps the 1-hour, which is not enough of a reason to enter, in my opinion. One thing we do see with Bitcoin is this possible support, that sloped, that's been formed for about 13 hours now. A break there might yield a potential long opportunity. So please be incredibly aware of that possibility as well. But what I'm really wanting is a drop to the downside to test that January 24th low with a 4.27% drop. That's going to yield a really good opportunity for coins like Luna. Luna is one of the main coins that I'm actually looking at longing. And the reason for that is because of this massive trendline support that has held multiple times now since July of last year. So that's now 10 months. And also there's a possibility of a 5-wave count that seems to be somewhat done. 1, 2, I'm not sure if that's a 3, 4, 5, or if that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, the huge 5 there. Either way, there seems to be some really solid counts in here that could end up justifying a 5th possible wave. This could also even be like this. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crappy little 4. And now a huge 5 down over here. Oh, my bad. The 5 down over here. The 4 up there. The 3 down. My mouse is broken. My apologies. The 1 here. The 2's up there. So that could be a possible count as well. Okay. Real possible count. So right at the trend line, this is looking great, in my opinion, for a Luna bounce possibility if Bitcoin breaks out of here. So what I'm looking for the most today is I'm looking for a possible break to the upside based off of what I see here, intersecting that resistance. So Luna is definitely one of my top picks. I like the way that everything has looked. This entire wave has dropped a tremendous amount. It's dropped 30% over 3 days. Another hot favorite of mine is going to be KNC. KNC has dropped about, I think, 60, 70% now in a very short period of time. It's a steep drop too of 60% since April the 28th. So that's going to be a pretty hot zone, in my opinion, soon, or a hot coin to be looking at. Taking the Fib retracement from here to here, golden ratio did absolutely nothing at all. So now we're going to see if some possibilities are right here, okay? Right here can yield a nice potential to long. There. This is a nice support zone. So KNC is absolutely on my top pick as well. So possibly here we're just going to have a massive long opportunity. So I really like this setup as well for but I want to let it conform first into a pattern. So I'm going to get this guy on my watch list. So now I've got KNC and Luna on my watch list. CVC is now off of it. Whoops. My mouse is broken, so it just double clicks all the time. I ordered a new one. I should probably just always keep 2. Okay, so now let's take a look at Crypto Loom to see, generally speaking, how the market sentiment is. So we see that everything is low. We see Clay, MKR, HBAR, Atom, IOTA, Link. These guys have all dropped a lot in RSI. Most coins are trending under 30 or under 35 on the 24-hour RSI. On the 4-hour, we see Luna extremely low. We see Luna at the lowest at 17. Okay, so because Luna is the lowest on 17, you can guess that possibly there's going to be a big bounce soon, right? So pretty low on there. So I like Luna. I like Luna as well because it's 3rd ranking for the volume gain. It's high as well in the drop. So you see Luna, it's the 3rd most dropped coin. It's the lowest 4-hour RSI. It's the 3rd most gained volume. So it has a really high chance. Taking a look here as well. On the daily, the 4-hour volume, and some coins are picking up, but not that many. In the past 4 hours, not many coins have dropped. They dropped earlier this morning, and now they're kind of just settling the way they are. Okay, so we see right now the market just dropping. Okay, the market's still dropping right now. Just looking at it, we see Luna form this trend line here as well, and Luna just ended up dropping as well at the trend line, just like how Bitcoin's falling as well. So let's see if we're gonna be able to catch a possible break to the upside. But what I want to warn against is this. Okay, it's not financial advice, but I do not recommend longing here at that first support. Don't do it. It's not worth it because the best thing to do is to go for a long on a breakout, not at a support where it could smash through. It's not wise in my opinion. Luna as well, it may very well just smash to the downside. I don't know. It may double bottom, but we see that it hit here, it hit here. So these regions right here that we see, they would be considered a bull trap region pretty much. Okay, so got to be really careful about that. So right now I've got Luna and KNC on my watch list. Bitcoin as well. I expect a drop eventually down to that $32,900 region. Everything is bearish across the board. MACD and RSI are incredibly low on every single time frame, and your pick to long is as good as mine, except I'm geared towards Luna and also KNC that can yield the best possible bounce opportunity. All right, so that's kind of my thoughts for today. I'll leave you guys with that. Keep it a very short and sweet to the point video. And once again, I do have this promotion going on. I'm not going to have it again until July. So this is a great opportunity for you to come learn with me and trade with me in the Discord group. It's going for $375, normally $875 with a huge discount right now. And I think that spending 6 months with me, you're probably going to learn so much, and your skills and your confidence is going to be a lot higher than where you are now. So I hope to see a lot of you guys here with me. And ladies, have a great Sunday. It's time to actually dismantle this desk of mine very soon. I'm moving in about 3 weeks, so taking it a little bit slower than normal. And I can't wait to see you guys all in my new office. Bye now. Have a great day.